Okay, today we're going to fry up 2 pieces of tuna, and here's our main ingredients. Is just some room temperature butter, a bunch of garlic, half a lemon, and some parsley, and just going to season the tuna with salt and pepper. Okay, we got a couple nice pieces of fish here. I'm going to season it with Himalayan sea salt. Pepper. Season both sides, and we'll get to putting this in the frying pan. Okay, I got the pan heated up. I heated it. I'm using a Copper Chef non-stick pan here, and I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil. Put a little olive oil in here. I heated the pan on high, and then I turned it down a little bit, so. Because I don't want the pan too hot. This has induction heating where it goes throughout the entire pan. And just want to heat it up enough though. A little bit of butter. Just a little olive oil, a little butter. Start. And we're going to cook the garlic a little bit. These pans are great because actually when you're done with whatever it is you're cooking, you basically can wipe the pan clean with a paper towel and just go on to the second part of whatever it is you're making. If you're using one pan where you have to remove actually food out of the pan and then put it back in, or like ingredients out of the pan and then put it back in, it's very useful having a pan like this. So anyway, the butter is melting down, so I'm gonna dump the garlic in here. I cut up actually all those cloves, which, it's fine. Probably bring the heat up a little higher. Bring the heat up a little higher and cook these down a little bit, the garlic. Okay, I actually removed the garlic out of the pan. Add a little more oil. Pan's nice and hot. I'll add the tuna now. Like I said, I'm cooking this probably on medium heat now, even though the pan got nice and hot, so I'm keeping an eye on this thing. What I did with the garlic is I kept moving it around, moving it around, till it caramelized a little bit, got a little brown, not too brown, a little bit. So, all right, let me cook this side up a little bit, and we'll be back. All right, turned them on the sides a little bit. Got them on the sides a little bit, so they cook pretty good. I'm not in the mood for raw fish today. Okay, they're just about done, so I'm going to add the garlic back into the pan. Don't want to cook the garlic anymore, so. Alright. We'll plate these up. Do some good eating. Okay guys, got a couple avocados here. They might be hopefully not a little too ripe. If they are, we could always cut the cruddy parts out. They're not too bad. A little cruddiness. So I'm gonna make some like a little dip or a little slash pesto type sauce for the tuna. You just take your knife and do that and get rid of the pit. Careful with the knife, you know, try not to usually turn it and it comes right out. These look like they're just on the precipice of being a little, no, they're not going to look too bad at all, actually. I figured they might have been a little too ripe. I don't want to let avocados sit too long. But, anyway, you could just squeeze the stuff to get it out of there, and because this is all going into a, you could use a blender. I'm going to be using like a NutriBullet, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in a couple of minutes. So, in the meantime, let's cut these up a little bit. You don't even have to do it, you could just throw them in like that. Love avocados, man. All right. I'll show you the next. I have my little special olive oil, which comes from Greece. My friend, I tell you, I keep telling you about this, but I'm finally using it in one of the recipes. Comes from the island of Samos. Nothing like fresh olive oil, boy. So if you can get yourself some really good fresh olive oil, I don't cook with that. I usually use it as a dressing or just pour stuff over it. Definitely want to use that for a dish like this, or for some kind of pestos or stuff. You're just gonna drizzle olive oil into a blender or a food processor or a NutriBullet, as we're gonna do today. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, here we are back again. Seems like it was fast, but for me it wasn't, because I was doing dishes and trying to clean up as I go. That's usually the best way to cook, as clean as you go this way. That's not always what I do, but okay. So I'm going to add the avocado into the cup here. This cup is for the NutriBullet. Like I said, if you got a food processor or a blender, just do the same thing. You know, it's all good, man. It's modern day stuff. Actually, this is probably outdated. I had this thing a couple years already, so I'm sure there's all kinds of new stuff out there going on. But all right, so I had one avocado. I'm adding a little bit more butter to the mix here. I'm sprinkling in some parsley. And I'm going to use a little white pepper. A little bit of regular sea salt. What I did is I tend to buy these gourmet garden stirring paste. I like these things. They're really good. They come in all flavors, so your supermarket should probably have that. I got cilantro. I got basil. And I got some lemongrass. So I'm just going to put a little squirt of each one in there. Here's the cilantro. Here's the basil. And here's the lemongrass. A lot of flavor going on here. All right. And I'm gonna pour olive oil in here. This is that excellent Greek olive oil. I'm just eyeballing it. So, got the lid on this thing. Bring this little NutriBullet around here. Get here. Okay. Add a little bit more olive oil. And actually a little dash of water. Okay, we've got a thick sauce here, which is fine. Now, if you want to thin this out, you just either add more olive oil or more water. Let's see how this tastes. Just has oh man. Wow, that's amazing, man. I didn't expect it to taste that good. Should actually put this in water bottles and sell it as a drink. So this is gonna make the kick the tuna up a little bit to taste even better. So let me plate this stuff up and we'll be back to eat. Okay guys, here we are again. Actually not too quick for me. I just spent a while trying to clean out the NutriBullet. So okay, I put the sauce in a little cup, in a little Chinese teacup. I'm not much of a teetotaler, so I use these little cups here. Sprinkled a little bit of cayenne on top of it. And we'll try this out. I'll actually take some and put it on the plate. Try a little bit of the flounder. Good. I haven't had tuna in a while, actually. You can see it cooked through, so. But this sauce, a success. So let me stir that cayenne in a little bit, because cayenne's a little heaty, so if you're not into hot stuff, you might want to skip that. Oh man. Wow, the sauce is really, or whatever you want to call this. The key factor why this is so good is because of the olive oil from the island of Samos in Greece. This little thing right here. You pour regular olive oil in there, sure, it's going to taste good, but it's not going to taste like this. Sorry. It makes a difference, you know. You might want to went a little lighter on the garlic. Could have took it out a little faster, but it's delicious. Like I said, this sauce here, you could spread it on a piece of toast, you know, or anything. There you have it. It's been a while since I had tuna. Actually, this is the first time I've ever tasted this, so. It's just the combination of those little plate, gourmet little, you know, herbs and stuff. It just makes, it gives like a little hint. If you just add like a little tiny bit of spices into your food, just to give like a, you know, not to have it overpowering, but just to give it like a hint of that spice, it's amazing. Amazing what you can come up with just experimenting and playing around. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next video. I'm going to finish up eating.